あ、あ、うん。はいはいはいはいはいはいはいはい、こんにちは。本日もよろしくお願いします。今日は、続き、なんか、ティラノサウルスみたいな敵がいるんですけど、それを倒したい。ここだよね。いや、私はこっからやりたいわけ。うーん。うーん。んあ、ねえ、おい。うーん。へえ。ポッドキャスト。雷。まあでもこれ、うーん。あ、これにする。一旦これにするか。バックピアノクラップキャスト。そっか。これ。 うん。うん。ステレスか。いや、普通に、しょうが。これ。いや、でもやめよう。右だ。しょう。本当です。で、コイルのあったあったあった。団中、団中、うん、衝撃、確率ね。今、25ってな。うん。炎と蓄積。ああ。 今私は何を着てる？なるほど。はいはいはいはい。あ違う、間違えたー。で、私は多分今これを20。なるほどね。めっちゃ迷うな。大勢ね。うん。こんな感じで、ここで作業台で、うん。機械の筋肉が、はい。で、はい、OK。じゃあ、これか。こうして、まずは、 あれ、こっちに移動して、うん、うん、うん、うん、うん、うん、うん。ここね、3つ。グリーンシャイン。
Nice. Positive green shine.
なるほどね。こっちにもあるってことね。海側にもあるよ。なんとか戦えなくはないか。
This will be over quick with frost ammo. Hup.
あ、こっちパターンね。はいはいはい。ここにもいいのか。あ、いいじゃんいいじゃん。こっちで戦うのもあれだね。なんか見つかるんだね。うん。 うん。なるほど。この辺までいけるかな。音に反応するね。こんにちは。セーブだけしたいの。セーブして、もう、なんでやねん。なんでこっちなんで危ない危ない。いつもどうなってるルートで行きましょうよ。なんでやねんって話だから。ああ、でもステルスついてないからってこと？ええー、うーん。こっちの方が体勢はいいんだけど、だー。なるほどね。プラス体勢、プラス4、プラス8。 集め体制。こっちに行っ、あ、ほら。あれで、ファストトラベルして、あれして、ファストトラベルして、ん。どうしよう。
Acid's no good. Figure something else out.
取ってくる。さああやって戻ってくる。ええ反対回りしてるし、最悪。見つかる見つかる見つかる。見つかるよね。なんで反対回りするんだ、あの人。僕関係ないな、そしたら。
It's a good spot.
あるよね、絶対。見つかってるよね、これ。危ねえ。見つかんないようになんとか行きたい。初めからなっちゃうのかな。いいよ。警戒が解けました。解けました。オッケーオッケーオッケー。あ。時間がかかるよね、これだと。あ、バレたか。俺はバレたな。これはバレましたね。バレますよね。バレますよね、そりゃ。なんかもうそれやめてほしい。どうにか。どうにかしてそれやめてくんないかな。うまいこと。うまいことさ。いいね。いいよいいよ。なんとか隠れたい。バレてるよね。当たってるよね、ここだった。いいね。当たってるね。いいねいいねいいね。もう終わったか。 ですよね。自分でやって自分で爆発したよ。バカだな。蓄積してお願い。あ、これね。いけいけ。やった。次こそ。で邪魔だなこいつ。そうそうそうそう。頑張れ頑張れ、自分頑張って頑張れ。ちょ。そうだ、頑張って頑張って頑張って、オッケー。いける。こっち来んな。 マジ？いやー。巨神兵やん、完全に巨神兵やないかーいって感じで、こんなとこ登れるんだ。
Now this'll do some damage.
乱射。逃げろー。この辺にさ、この辺にさ、早くよくないっけ。いたたたたた。いやいやいやいやいやいや。あったあったあった。
Wire can't hold on to that.
最悪。もうないやん。 やっとだ。大変だった、この子。これ何？こっちかもどうやってやんねん。いや。ん？キャスト。これ来いよ。これどうやってやんだ？あー、大変だったわ。これ外せんの？無理だよ。非常に大変な敵ですわ。ペッカリー。
Maybe soon enough.
あとはクラスターはシャープだけ。
Just what I needed.
こっち。あれ、こことか全然いけてないじゃん。ちょっと下もかけないですね。おいよ。あ、もうこれ以上いけないのね。はーい。これも多分、こっち、いつも多分いけなさそう。いけるんだ、こっちや。いけるのはいけるで、なかなか。大変よね。いけるんかーいっていう。あら、すごいいっぱい。
I'll dry off. Eventually.
間違えちゃったー。いっぱいある。そんなもう、ここもいけませんよ感がすごい流されてる。ごめんね。きえー。 うわー、やばー。なにこれ。へえ、はあ。そっか。こっから来たよ。なるほど。あれここなんかあったっけ。あれ。
Avoiding that close strider will make for an interesting ride.
本当は。ああ。ウエスト対象物。そうだよね、いるよね。ファイヤークロス。なるほど、強化型もいるのね。いっぱいいるやん。そして弱点は水です。
Fire's wasted on the machine.
筋肉ないよ、もう。そういうことか。めっちゃいるやん。3体いない？ 3 体どこじゃなかった。4体いる。死ぬわ、こんなの。取ってやんだ。OK。追加ダメージ。あ、刺すみたいな感じ。打ち込むみたいな。そんな感じかな。多分ね。絶対足りないよね。ちょっと待ってね。 あんなには倒せないかな。晴れてるよね。ってことでしょ。違う？うわ、うざ。うざ。うざいなぁ。全員来ちゃったよ。ダメだこれ。一旦逃げようっと。トラベルもできないしね。さよなら。一個だけクエストやろう。はーと、いか。見通しがいいですね。焚き火に向かわないと。あ、こっち反対だよ。あんなのの強化型が出てきたら強いなぁ。強いなぁ。さわさわさわ。たわわー。じゃん。まず、そう。ぼーっとしてた。ずっとぼーっとしてた。私は何をしたいかというと、サブクエストを進めようとして、寄り道をしすぎて、 ティラノサウルスみたいなのと戦いたいと思いました。で、それが終わったから、サブストーリーだけやって、終わりにしようかな。そう、ここ。いいじゃん。ええやん。
I see you, champion. Sit, please. A caravan of Asura made camp in the still sands south of here. We've tolerated them so far. But their leader's a greedy profiteer, and he's bringing in all kinds of supplies from no man's land. They'd better hope our commander doesn't decide to supply them with a swift death instead.
I'm sure there's more important things on your commander's mind. Maybe I should check up on Porgif and his crew. See what they're up to.
You look geared up for battle. Always a smart choice.
Are you looking to
ちょっと待って。
No nonsense, just drink.
Safe travels, champion.
はいよ。それ、あれこっち嘘だ。なんかもっと入り口にさ、ここになかったっけ？焚き火。で、ここにさ、毎回さ、あれ？毎回ここに物資がなかった。毎回あるんだと思ったんだけど。ないね。ないですね。ないなぁ。あー、すごい。すごいわ。待って。いや、そういうわけじゃん。タスク、そのタスク。違うよー。これ。迷うな。なんか酔うな、しかもこのエリア。はぁ、酔うな。
From the look on your face, I'd say the mission was a success.
I got Omega clearance. Is everyone ready to head out to
これ
Conjure
グミに
Jungle?
見えるんだよね、い
As
つも。
soon as you give the word.
Did Alva make it here all right?
Our new Quen friend. The moment she laid eyes on the archives, she jumped on them like a long leg.
Sounds about right.
今
Now that I have Omega clearance, we can grab Hephaestus and finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging thunder jaws.
Better them than us, for once. This mission isn't gonna be easy. Hope you haven't been slacking off on your
And risk Zoe coming after me? At least you found the Omega clearance. That should help.
Wish that was the only thing I knew finding Thebes would lead me to Ted Faro, but
How bad was it?
bad.
He destroyed the world and crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it. If you ask me, he deserved whatever he got.
That he did. I hope Zoe's not upset I'm distracting you from your training.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that.
What do you mean? What happened?
Well, before Zoe found a way to fix the...
Well, once we get Hephaestus, that's definitely a possibility.
That's what I said. But I guess there was something about my tone she didn't like. She got pretty raw. Said I didn't understand the way her tribe feels about those machines. Which is true, of course. And the last thing I'd ever want to do is dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To see a machine as just a machine.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault.
なるほどね。
I should go get this to Gaia.
Of course.
メインか。メインクエストか。
Welcome back. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
何
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus
世
itself.
界
It
is
has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct, but the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two
If I
operators, in addition
Hephaestus.
to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5
早っ。
hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the Zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
There she is.
Maniac.
I'll remember that next time I go.
At least I got.
Good thing I got.
うん。
Have you spoken with Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her first ale. She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I
あ
gotta
ら。
say, I'm a little
あ
jealous.
ら。
But I can see why you two hit it off.
いいよ。
You look tired.
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you? I've just been making sure that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do fine, Erend. I should get going.
As soon as you want us heading out to those cauldrons.
I'll give you the heads up.
Welcome back.
Good to be back. Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we had here, she turned so pale I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
Sounds like Alba. It looked like you were working on something over there.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to find a way to heal the land gods, even if some people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that too.
He does now. I had to get pretty mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
Read anything interesting lately?
I found out the old ones use leaf infusions like the Utaru do. Tea, they call it.
飲んでるんじゃないん
Apparently
だ。
it helped soothe them.
飲んでそうな
That
の。
and some sort of scented wax they use to cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths. Me, I think I'll stick to singing to calm the nerves.
I assume you've been looking into Demeter now that Gaia's merged with it?
Yes, it's been humbling to know that the seeds I carry in this pouch came in turn from the seeds saved for Demeter in the old world. It gives me hope that the cycle of life will prevail now, just as it did before.
You ever played that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him. I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
You and Varl doing okay? Training, I mean.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from studying, just the two of us. But then who'd look after Erend?
There's always Katalo.
Leave a loud Oseram with a brooding Tenakth. What could go wrong?
すごいな、いろんな種族が。
What's everyone been up to?
I've been trying to share some of my meals with Beta. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here instead of in that dark basement. She would not be moved.
I appreciate you trying.
Patience reaps the best harvest. I'm not giving up hope yet.
How are things with everyone?
Slightly quieter. Aaron's been busy scouring data on his newest obsession. Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind of performance. Called it metal versus meat. A must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it. You'd think we have enough of that going around as it is.
I need to get going.
Right, that means we'll be going...
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so
Also.
much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing!
楽しそう。
And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there. Returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. and then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay, okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
あ
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in
ー、うん、
Thebes.
長そうだな。
I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the
原作
CEO.
で今の皇帝
He
の
was an imperial, the emperor's nephew, in fact. As
そ
such,
して
he
預言者
sponsored
の
many
遺産
diviners
と
to search
交
the
信して
legacy for
帝国に
anything
新
that
たな
might
知識
help
を
the tribe
自分の国
and
うんうん
himself. He took a special
この
interest
ス
in
の中でも
anything
最高の
related to
存在
Ted
であると
Pharaoh,
ゼ
whom
ッ
we
トファロー
consider
に
the
関する
greatest
情
of
報
the
に興味
ancestors.
ゼット
Ted Pharaoh, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that
長く
Pharaoh
いた
spent
い
a
こ
great
と
deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did.
うんうん
So the emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the
解決
ocean
で
might
きるかも
solve
しれ
our
ない
most
ああ
pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our
はい
people.
はいはい
The emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor.
すべての
Dozens
資
of
料
ships were built, scouting missions were
す
dispatched,
ごいね
and the emperor's nephew was named Seo, one who wields the legacy for the good of the empire, the living embodiment of Ted Pharaoh, a renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time he carried all of our hopes.
うん
We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse. But nothing improved the CEO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay
ヘーベンの
behind its
扉の
door,
奥にある
and more convinced that the title of CEO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I
うー
can
ん
see that now. But what the CO became was a complete perversion of what principal diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
The ancestors, is that what your people call the old ones?
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CEO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your
そうだ
sister...
っけ
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners, peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
It sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that. Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy, and many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire, like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why Diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only Overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to Diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
So, Bohai, your Overseer. Will he run things better than Sio?
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean. But he's hardly a paragon of integrity. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right.
多いわ。
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the Overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the Diviners haven't recovered.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how Diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the Overseers would actually let us study.
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
A Diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are. I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely. It's refreshing. Back home, Diviners can only share data with the permission.
Sounds restrictive.
聞いたよ。
Stifling.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
はい、ありがとう。
I need to get...
Oh, it will...
I hope so.
Then...
長かった。面白い話だけど、長いですね。 どこだどこだどこだちょっと待って。小太郎。
Aloy, well met. We've been briefed on our mission and are ready whenever you. There is something I've been meaning to discuss. It's personal.
Anything interesting happen while
I found an acceptable place to practice.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
That would defeat the purpose.
すごいね。
Found anything interesting?
Gaia told me where to find data on how wars were waged in the open. I knew the 10 fought against machines, much as we do now. But later, machines battled other machines on behalf of greedy leaders, as they vied for... At least the Tanakh have the courage to put their lives on the line when conflicts arise.
There is nobility in that. But...
Yes, of course.
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about the world of the Old Ones.
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed. To think that the ancient world was wiped out by... a mistake. A single miscalculation. There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris. And pointless death.
That about sums it up. What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tanakh history. It is heavy with blood and death, but also with honorable deeds and vanquished tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well, when our mission is done.
I'd be honored. What do Tanakhs do to relax? You know, to take a break from training?
We play strike. Your Oseram friend, Erend, is surprisingly good at it, although he has yet to beat me. It helps one think strategically. Holds the mind for tactics.
Somehow that still sounds like training.
確かに。
Have you
あ、そうだね、
spoken
あ
with
る
Alba?
わ。
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tanakh. Her mind is sharp, that much is certain. But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wilds.
Trust me, she's tougher than she looks.
I will take your word for it.
You said there was something you wanted to talk about?
I've been speaking with Gaia. She mentioned that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh to make themselves stronger. I was wondering if you'd help me do the same.
何？
You want to make yourself a new arm?
錬金術じゃん。
Yes. Gaia insists she can help me build such a thing if I can get the necessary data and materials. She believes these things lie in the place where Beta hid from the Zeniths.
Their ancient research lab.
I am not as familiar with old world machinery as you
一緒に行く
are.
の？
I could use your assistance.
It might be dangerous. The Zeniths probably still keep an eye on that place. We were lucky to get out of there alive the first time.
I see.
It sounds like this is worth the risk.
By the 10, we shall see it through.
なるほど。
I have to go now.
Then,
Oh, we'll get...
thank you.
I don't think that door had power before, but... Looks like it's malfunctioning. Looks like some kind of maintenance space. I wonder where this leads. Power cells? Huh.
Eh, これ下に置くの?
That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Oh. Huh. Yeah,
Aloy.
I guess it was.
I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think any...
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. Their slave. Forever. Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning, we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect?
Aloy ちゃん綺麗だな。可愛いか。この人は誰?
Beta. You don't have a defect. Beta. Look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad.
すごいね、データとして残っ
But
て
it looks impossible. Look deeper. And then fight like you can win.
面白い見るか。
You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand?
殺すってこと？
Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
なんか大丈夫かな。
Aloy,
死にそう。
whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make
最
final
終準備。
preparations for the mission.
でもまだ 40% だよね。クエスト自体。進行度。進行度。どこに書いてある？ノート。あった。50%。やっと半分。ちょっと待ってよ。
I know that. But if there were two of me walking,
そうと話す。
I'd run for the hills and never look back.
話すけど。
come on, I'm being serious.
Hey.
I've already got the look.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a...
News travels fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet...
There were just things that...
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them.
ちょっと待って。
You called yourself...
To all living things, I...
待って。
Any prog...
It is. Gaia warned me that most are in...
We have to find...
No. We know... So, wandered into a...
Okay. Tell you what. You go to Plainsong, handle all the... I'll need their locations.
I'm sending the data to you now. My people made shrines near where each... And once again...
We're not gonna let your people stop. About the land gods.
3 of them wandered off from Plainsong. Doe ventured into a danger. I was hoping you could go to eat.
Okay, got it.
なるほど。
You look like you have...
We're going... But... The more of your data I go through... Every voice I hear... Every word... It makes me realize just how much life was given... So that ours could flourish. Fighting for that gift... It's our responsibility.
そうだね。
Helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there... You sounded like Varl.
I don't know what you're talking about.
で。
I should go.
As soon as you intend to leave for Gemini...
You'll hear about it.
よし。そしたら、あった。うわー、いっぱい。
I'm telling you, the old ones put blades on their feet and
違う。
that doesn't sound fair.
マジ出口がいつもわかんない。
There's Gwen stuff in here now. Must be all of us.
出口どこ？
Ow!
で、あった。あれを、ちょっと最後に行ってる時間あるかな。やめよう、今日はここで。ちょっと待って、セーブだけしちゃうよ。
Aloy, it's Kotalo. I've heard the arena is still closed following the coup route. Something about a problem with the ballista. Perhaps you can help. Machine fights provide good training for our soldiers. And for you too, if you're interested. I'm sure it would be a spectacle. There are considerable rewards to mark your victories.
I'll see what I can do next time I'm at the Grove.
こんにちは。
Send this to my stash.
みんなの話長かったね。30分ぐらい。ね。ちょいちょい聞きに行かなきゃダメだな。やっぱり溜め込んじゃうと、時間が、あ、まだ追加じゃない。追加まだ買ってないんです。てか、新コード見たらまだ 48% でした。150時間やって 48%。どういうこと？一体ね。遠いな。逆だな。だからあと150時間かかるってことですね。追加含めたら200ぐらいかかっちゃうかな。すごいボリュームですよね。大抵100時間ぐらいあればサブストーリーも変わる予定でいるんだけど、そう考えるとほんとコスパ良くて素晴らしい。焚き火どこ？セーブして今日はここにまず行こうか。あれなんで離れるね。あったあった。よし。よし、この辺で今日は終わります。誰かいる？乗れないの？何してんの？はい。じゃあ、ありがとうございました。よいしょ。ほい。もうセーブさせて。よし。 本日もありがとうございました。いい一日をお過ごしください。あれ、あとセーブした？またねー。おつです。